If you're someone who's been dealing with chronic illness, I want to offer you something really simple and surprisingly powerful that you can implement right away. So the mind is like a river. It's always moving, always narrating, always trying to protect you. But if you're not aware of where it's flowing, it can take you downstream into fear, into fatigue, into old stories of suffering. In yogic philosophy, we're taught that the self is not the body, it's not the thoughts, and it's not the mind. There's a practice called neti neti, not this, not this. And modern neuroscience agrees. Your brain actually is replaying past experience and future projections because it's wired for survival, not for peace. But we can actually rewire it with very simple steps. We can gently interrupt the river. And the simplest way to do that is with this practice called pattern interrupt. This is a brain training exercise, and it's so simple. So as you're moving throughout your day, at any moment, while you're washing the dishes, scrolling, driving, you can pause and ask, what was I just thinking about? What was I feeling? Was I ruminating on something? Was I looping or bracing myself against something? And in that moment that you ask yourself, what was I thinking about? There's a shift into presence. So you come into this moment, you notice the breath, the texture of the light, the seat beneath you, the green of the tree in front of you, the sound of a bird. You've just interrupted a pattern of ruminating or looping or letting the mind go downstream, a pattern of allowing the subconscious mind to be in the driver's seat. You've just interrupted that and you've come into presence where now the conscious mind gets to be in the driver's seat. So that shift, those 30 seconds of pure presence, they're not trivial. They actually really matter. They're sacred pivots. When you repeat them over and over, you start to retrain the nervous system, which has a cascade of effects throughout the body. These moments, they tell your brain, in this moment, I am safe. I don't have to be in survival mode. And you're starting to regulate your nervous system. It's not bypassing what's happening, but rather returning into presence, right? So coming back again and again, just like you would guide a lost child, right? Back to what they're paying attention to, gently and lovingly and repeatedly. So if you're trying to teach a child something and they keep getting distracted, okay, there you are, distracted. Put your hand gently out to them and guide them back to presence. That's what you're going to do for yourself all throughout your day. So in neuroscience, this is called cognitive deconstruction or diffusion. The idea is that you are creating distance from the mental loop so that it no longer hijacks your chemistry, hijacks your time. In yogic terms, it's called becoming the witness, witnessing and anchoring into self-awareness, anchoring into truth, into presence. You may find after practicing this that your body starts to feel lighter. Your mind starts to feel less stressed. Your thoughts are a little less chaotic and sticky. The things that bothered you don't have such a strong hold over you. You start to build your resilience. And in the space between those loops, you start to notice beauty again. The smell of the flower, the sensation of the earth beneath your feet, the face of your loved one, the incredible personality of your child. You start to tune back in with the presence of life rather than holding on to the pain. You're not your thoughts. You're not your symptoms. You're not even this physical body. It's an aspect of who you are, but you're the one that sees. You're the one that gets to witness and experience all of it. And if it weren't for that divine contrasted emotions and contrasted states, we wouldn't be able to experience that supreme joy and pleasure. And so I invite you to interrupt those old patterns even if it's just for 30 seconds, a few times a day, and watch your life shift. Watch your identity shift as you reclaim the truth of who you are. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you want to learn more about how the subconscious mind shapes our reality, how to identify limiting beliefs and create a steady practice that shifts those beliefs into our true identity and into our conscious belief system so that we are attuned with the sacred frequency of life, you can check out my Awaken Your Truth course linked in the comments below. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I love you.